When we look at our lives from infancy to childhood to adolescence to middle-aged, old age, retirement to ultimately death, we seem to weave in or sneak in the assumption or belief that there is a constant entity at the center of our experience which persists throughout all changing phenomena. And we refer to that entity as me or I. And we often think that, or we assume, we believe that there is something called I to which experience appears to. So I am shopping, or I am doing the groceries, or I am a father, or I am a mother, or I am Catholic, I am Hindu, I am a firefighter, I am an office man, I'm a policeman, I am X, Y, and Z. So we see that the I am is the common denominator amidst all labels or titles or roles that we play in life. The roles may change, the names may change, but the I am persists. So, coming back to the title of the video, which is why you don't exist at all, is that when we go looking for this I or this me, when we go looking for it, we often find thoughts, we find feelings, we find sensations on the body, we find perceptions, like a landscape that we might look at, but we can't find a me that is separate from experience, that is personal and independent. A distinct I cannot be found. So this is a big trap that we all fall into, especially those on the spiritual, so-called spiritual path. We often develop an identity called the seeker or the spiritual me. And that's the last illusion to drop, because the only thing veiling enlightenment is the belief in an entity that is doing the enlightenment, that is pursuing the enlightenment. And this might sound really ridiculous to a lot of people, but let me pull it back a little bit. The body appears, the body is real. The mind, in the form of thoughts and perceptions, is real. But the belief that there is a thinker of thoughts, or a doer of the deed, or a seer of the scene does not exist. And you can try this within your own experience. Don't believe what I'm saying, because it just adds more conceptual beliefs which actually veil the experience of reality or happiness or enlightenment, whichever word you want to use. Look at it for yourself. Investigate and inquire into, to whom does experience appear to? When a thought appears, to whom does this thought appear to? The thought must be appearing to someone or something. But when we go looking for that someone or something, we can't find anything. Nothing objectifiable can stand out and be like, ha, there I am. So due to language and just culture from birth, we're always told, you are this person, my name's Tim. So you go, Tim, so you start developing an identity around an environment and a culture and a society and parents. Then you start to believe that you are this existing person. And the problem with that is that is the root cause of it, because once you start developing this identity or this ego, you then have to go out into the world and defend and protect this identity. You have to prove it. You have to gain validation, and you're trying to secure something which was never real in the first place. You're trying to protect and to gain validation of an identity which was not even yours. It was simply handed to you. And then again, I'm conscious that this might not land for a lot of people. So I'm willing to do another video and just kind of unpack a lot of these claims I'm making, because the last thing we want, as I said, is just to believe this blindly. So the real thing is which is what I'm pointing to, which is that the belief in a constant self, a personal entity at the center, at the core, an agent at the core of our experience, somewhere behind our eyes, does not exist. That's just an assumption. That's a belief that has been cultivated through the socialization and conditioning process. Now, why is it important, or why would one even bother into investigating this question, or trying to find that there is no self? Why is that even important? And the reason why I would suggest it's important is because the belief in a solid fixed identity or ego or I causes a lot of conflict internally and externally, and kills any potential joy or ease or happiness. And what I mean by that is, like I was saying before, we start to feel the need, due to the density of the belief in separation or ego, we start to feel that we have to defend this new, or this gradual identity that we've created. So we start to think, I am this person, I believe this political thing, I this is my religion, this is my profession, this is my place. And a lot of people do need that sense of solid identity. It's just, it can't be said to be true as to what you truly are, because those things that I mentioned, whether it's your religious identity, or your political stance, or your personality, those are all changing variables. So where are you in all of that? You weren't born Hindu or Buddhist or Christian. You weren't born with this political belief. So who are you truly, behind all these labels, behind all this conditioning, behind all this layering, behind all this programming, all this training? What are you really? Like, who are you truly? And when that investigation is taken further and further and further enough through practices like meditation and self-inquiry, the truth reveals itself that your true nature is infinite and limitless awareness or consciousness. Now, don't take this limitless awareness and consciousness as another construct for the mind to grab onto. What I mean is that awareness being your true nature, or consciousness being your true nature, is the subject of all experience. The awareness that you are, that we are, that I am, that you am, our true nature, is not objectifiable. You can never point it out and say, here it is. Why? Because that's what you are. It's like asking the sun to look at itself. It will never work. It can never work. The sun, in order to know anything, there must be a subject-object split. The subject must stand apart from the object. But awareness, your true nature, is ever shining, ever knowing, ever present, ever luminous. It can never look back at itself. So enlightenment, really, the term enlightenment is also very misleading, but the journey towards happiness and fulfillment, or enlightenment, if you want to use that word, can be simply described as awareness becoming aware of itself. When awareness recognizes itself, when one recognizes their true nature is and always has been awareness, just overlooked due to our fascination with the objects and the contents of experience, namely thoughts, feelings, sensations, and perceptions, one realizes that they are free, and they always have been free. And then the peace and happiness that one has always longed for shines through all experience. That's the video. That's all I wanted to say. And let me know if you have any questions and we can explore it together.